About your intuition being really on point. We have the intuition card along with the bluff card. So someone around you is pretending, someone is not being honest or direct with you, and I feel like you can just tell that their mannerisms are off. Maybe they're avoiding eye contact, maybe they stumble over their words, or maybe you just know what they're saying is wrong. Either way, let's call in spirit with a little bit of Winchanton. And I hope you're having a wonderful day so far. If you're interested in a personal reading, I would love to do one for you. My email address is wickedwandstarot@gmail.com. It's in the description box along with information on how to become a member. Thank you to the current members. We do have a members only live stream for the Stars and Towers tiers tomorrow morning. Check my post on that. And you can also find out how to check out my all natural soy candles on Etsy. There's a link in the description box as well. Hello, Key Controller. Did I say hello to April? I don't think I said hello to anyone. Hello, April. Hello, Famous Seamus. Hello, Rachel. Hello, Lee. How are we doing? Hello, James. Hello, Cynthia. Yes, that's definitely a thing that happens. Let's see. I think we will go with the Soul Cat Tarot. What else do we need to know about this person who is exaggerating or lying about a situation? We have the World in the reverse, the Two of Pentacles, and the Seven of Pentacles. So we have someone who's trying to make sure that something is not over. So this looks to me like a person who wants to make things right in a friendship or a family situation. But the thing is, I think you know that there's something they want from you. This would be like a cousin you haven't talked to in a while, or a sibling you don't really get along with, all of a sudden showing up, or, you know, having a long conversation and wanting to know everything, and you're like, okay, so like, what do you want? Why are you trying so hard? You don't like me. Hello, Santiago, how are we doing? Hello, Pharaoh. Hello, Steven. What's up? So this could be someone that you feel is kind of a trickster or likes to frame things up in a certain way to make themselves look better or their intentions look better. We have Death in the reverse. Like I said, something they feel like shouldn't be over. But with Two of Wands, it's because they have plans and it's like, well, we can't stop being friends yet because I need your chalk when I move in 2 weeks. It's like it costs them money to not have you in their life. Maybe you make things easier because you're roommates. Maybe, you know, this is someone who borrowed money and keeps promising that they're going to pay you back, but they haven't. Ten of Wands. So I feel like you're fed up with this individual. You can tell that they haven't been honest, or you can tell that it's not really that important to them whether or not they're being like fulfilling their deal or making good on whatever it is that they owe you, returning something they borrowed, whatever it is. They're just kind of like, oh, I'm sick. Oh, I can't go. Now, granted, we did just have an ice storm, but I feel like this is someone who is really experienced in making excuses or delaying things when they just don't feel like doing it. So 8 of Wands in the reverse, 7 of Swords. They've lied about something. They've made it seem like something was too difficult when that something was what they had promised to do. And I feel like you can tell that they're not really sick, or they didn't really feel all that bad about canceling on you, or that they could pay you back, they just don't want to. 4 of Cups in the reverse. Ace of Swords in the reverse. So you start to consider how much this person has felt comfortable lying. Maybe even thinking about how they have told you about lying to other people, told you about things that now you have to kind of question because maybe everything that they said was just an excuse. I feel like you're just calling into question why you let this person into your sphere to begin with. We have the Lovers in the reverse. Judgment in the reverse. I think you're about to say, I'm done hanging out with you, or I'm done trusting you. Definitely not going to loan you any money, because this is just not something where I feel like you're being honest with me. Hello, Anarkanu, how are you doing? Hello, Alania Soul, how we doing? Hello, Monique. So this is the Santa Muerte deck. Kind of felt like I had to choose this since we had the Day of the Dead face painting on the Bluff card. All right, what else do we have? We have the Star in the reverse. Knight of Wands. Six of Pentacles and the Two of Wands. Okay, this is strange. The person that is lying to you, that you're kind of over, you're just kind of like, why do I let this person hang out with me? Or why do I, you know, believe this person? I feel like this is like the Bermuda Triangle of people. What I'm really trying to get at is this is somebody who creates a lot of confusion. And if you had a direction in mind, oh, I'm going to move here in 6 months, I just need to save up another $2,000, this person would tell you you need to come up with a different plan. If you knew that you need to walk 4 blocks that direction and then you would find that cute little sandwich shop that you're looking for, this person would feel the need to control the situation and tell you, but isn't it like 2 blocks further down? They confuse people. That is their purpose, apparently. Because this is someone who doesn't like it when people know how to move forward. Why? Because they don't move forward. This is someone who can do short bursts of change or, you know, look like they have this bold character, but in reality, their specialty is getting people to be stuck with them because they don't want to be stuck alone. They want to be stuck with somebody. So we have the Hermit in the reverse, the Ten of Swords in the reverse, and the Three of Wands. I don't want you to take action on the things that you need to. This could be somebody who's like encouraging you to go back to old ways or, you know, keep on with the immature behavior. If you try to fix something or mature, I don't know that this person is very supportive of it, you know? Like, oh, I know you want to quit drinking, but I'll buy you a few drinks. Oh, I know you quit smoking, but I picked up your favorite kind. Like, thanks for being supportive. How can you be generous and unsupportive at the same time? Well, you figured out a way. Hello, TCB. How are you doing? Hello, V. How's your day? Hello, Mr. Black Eyes. What's up? Hello, Hooks. So we've got the Three of Cups, and we've got the Five of Wands in the reverse. I don't think you want to argue with this person. I don't think you want to, like, you know, debate over the details. I think you just look at this and wonder, is this somebody that I really want to be spending time with? Is this somebody that is just like holding me back? And for some of you, this could be someone who's not very reliable as far as, like maybe they like to flirt with your crush, or maybe they tried to hit on your boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever. Strength in the reverse, this is someone who gives into temptation. So this person was tempted by something. Maybe they stole something of yours. Maybe they insulted you, told a secret of yours that they weren't supposed to share. But this is not someone who considers your feelings to be very important. We have the Four of Swords, Knight of Cups in the reverse. They actually kind of like irritating you, I think. You see this person in a new light. You see their true character. So they can't lie to you anymore. You've seen their playbook, or you've seen how they handle other people. Maybe they've been a little bit too honest with you about what really happened in the past. And now it's like you're just like kind of overlaying, like, what I know about you is that you tend to lie. So since you're talking to me right now, I'm going to go ahead and assume something here isn't honest. And that's a pretty sad state of affairs when knowing someone really well means that you can't imagine that they're telling you the truth. Thank you, Lee. I hope your afternoon is going well. Absolutely. Hello, Rick. How are you doing? Yes, thank you for liking and subscribing. I appreciate that a lot. What else do we have? Page of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles in the reverse. So there's really nothing you need to be... Carmen told me not to be friends with you anymore. Like, I would not invest in this connection. This is somebody who just looks for what they can get out of this friendship. Or, you know, hey, that's my cousin, you know, they have a really cool car, so I'm going to try to, like, hang out with them and maybe I can, like, get laid. You know, like, this is not some, it's not even, like, Pinky in the Brain level. That's so, I'm sorry. I'm not trying to insult somebody's intelligence. I'm just saying as far as, like, goal setting, this is not somebody who's like, oh, I'm gonna start this business or I'm gonna move over here. This is somebody who's literally like, I'm trying to sleep with that person, or you know what would be great? It would be like 2 pizzas tonight instead of 1. Like, these goals are not like aspirational. But we have this Queen of Wands, someone who looks at you as the kind of person who makes things easier. Maybe you're more of a doer than they are, so if they have the ideas, then you can be the one who actually executes on them. Like, hey, I want 2 pizzas, and you're like, okay, I'll go get them. This is someone who feels like you do the things that they don't want to do, or you pay the bills they don't want to pay, or they look cooler because they're around you. There's something here where they feel like, I just need to pacify you enough so that you're still in my life and I can still kind of like clout chase or, you know, take pictures in front of a cool car. Maybe y'all work together. It doesn't have to be a family connection, but I don't feel like it's romantic. I feel like you're just looking at this person like, I really don't think we need to be friends. I don't, like, initially I thought maybe this was cool. I thought maybe you were pretty chill, but now I can see that you've been lying about a lot of stuff. I think this is someone who gets a lot of their self-worth from feeling like people are attracted to them. We have the Emperor and the Lovers. Someone who's lacking in self-control and feels like they get validated if they're able to be that third party or maybe even like play devil's advocate. This is someone who likes to manipulate. However that plays out in your life, it's not a very good energy for someone that you would consider to be a friend. So with the Four of Pentacles, I feel like you're pulling back. You're not really interested in telling this person what's really going on in your life because can you really trust them? For some of you, this person's already been like sharing your secrets with people, you know? Hello, wow, how's it going? Hello, Jay. I hope you're having a good day, and I also hope you plan on being respectful in the live chat because I don't know if you've heard, but I do like to block people that are disrespectful. Right, guys? Don't I? James, we're at 13 and a half minutes, so it's going to be about 20 minutes, a little bit less than 20 minutes till personal questions. I won't lie, I'm a little tired today, so it might be more like 25 minutes to 30 minutes in, which would only be 12 minutes more to 17 minutes. You guys, I did some math. Are you proud of me? Hello, Melissa. I have the best moderators ever. Thank you. Oh, that's weird. The last name's Hustle, huh? I don't see any of that. We got the Two of Cups in the reverse and the High Priestess in the reverse. Oh, you think you're sneaky. You think you can lie to me. That's cute. Aw, I'm supposed to pat you on the head. This is somebody who really feels like they can just look you in your face and lie and that you won't pick up on it. And they have the most obvious tells. Like, I just... You know, people lie. It's a thing. It would be really great if people could not, but you know, it happens. But if you're going to do it, could you at least like put a little bit of effort in it? Like make it kind of like a Sudoku puzzle, right? I can't solve it within like 3 seconds, but I can confidently say that I figured that pretty fast, right? If you lie so badly that I'm just like, right from the very beginning. That's what this person's doing, and I feel like you're unimpressed. Hermit in the reverse. It's like you hear the whoomp, whoomp, whoomp in your head when this person is talking. Like, I literally know what the truth is, or I know that's not how it works. Like, I did that same thing last week and that's not what happened. You feel like they're creating some sort of a story here because they want to maybe borrow some money, or they don't want to return something that they borrowed. So we have Strength and the Five of Swords in the reverse. See, the thing is, they underestimate your ability to pull back from this friendship or this family connection, whatever it is. They feel like you're the type of person that's going to try to make things right, or you're going to try to resolve the problem because you want to actually be connected to them. Maybe they feel like you are like desperate for friends. Maybe they feel like they offer you something that you can't get elsewhere. You know, I'm the only other person who likes the same music as you, or I'm the only one who wants to go out on Friday, whatever it is. I feel like they've completely misread the situation as far as what you want from a friendship. Yeah, Temperance in the reverse. You're like, nah, I never really liked your advice anyways. It was pretty bad. Hello, Supernatural. Please don't tell me what to do. Hey, Melissa. It might not resonate if that's how it's going. Jay, I don't think I saw where you said it was with respect. But, you know, at the end of the day, I think it's the person who's receiving the comment who decides whether or not it's respectful, right? Yes, I agree with that. Oh, Emma's back. Should we be friends today? Yeah, I'm not gonna make you a sandwich. I'll eat it. I'll pretend to offer you a bite and then we're just kidding, it's mine. We got the Eight of Swords, the World in the reverse, and the Hierophant. I think they did not expect you to be willing to walk away. I think they underestimated your morals or your standards. The fact that you don't need to be friends with somebody who just wants to like use you or borrow stuff from you. You could do so much better. I mean, it's not just for dating, you know? I'm not telling you to not have any friends, but this is someone who seems to be just fine with lying to you, and you're at a point where you're like, oh, what lie is that? Number 873? Oh, I hope you have a good day too, Em. Hello, Sophia. Hello, Nicole. How are you doing? You came back too, I see. That's interesting. We have Meadow with Visionary. Lots of floral imagery, which makes me feel like you're just like, I want it to be a peaceful situation. And if this friendship is just toxic or it feels like you lie to me all the time, then that just adds stress. So I feel like this is someone who's just saying, I'm fine. You know, like I don't need to be a part of this social group, or I don't need to be friends with this person if everything's going to be a guessing game as to, like, are you telling the truth this time, right? Hello, Golden. How are you doing? Hello, B. How's your day going? Yes, that's true. Asking for perfection is asking to be lied to. Hello, Lemonade. How you doing? So we have the Rider, R-I-D-E-R, number 12. This talks about movement, quick decisions, progress, and excitement. You are not the type to just like delay or procrastinate when you realize that there's toxic energy in your life. Maybe you did 5 years ago, maybe you did 10 years ago. But at this point, you see things and you're like, I'm out of here. I don't need to be around this. I'm good. Thank you, though. You know, it's just, you don't need to be someone's friend in order to be polite. You can be civil when you walk away. You know, we don't need to be a jerk about it, right? But I do think that this is acknowledging, like, if it's at the point where I really don't think I can trust you to tell the truth and you're lying about silly things or important things, and then it's just not worth the time. So we have Lovers. I do think that someone is lying about who they've been getting naked with. Whose bed have your boots been under is going through my mind. Shania Twain. I feel like we have a little bit of an awkward conversation because one person is perhaps a little bit more comfortable being a homewrecker than the other, or is a little bit careless in their romantic intentions, dating people they shouldn't, or can I say that one? Stooping. You know, getting naked with certain people that probably are already in relationships, or maybe even have a connection to friend or family. This person has a reputation for being dishonest about who they are connected to in a physical intimacy type of way. And apparently they do like people who are in a relationship. I don't feel like you appreciate that. I don't feel like you approve. And look, maybe it's not your choice to say, hey, this is not appropriate for who you're dating or seeing. But you also don't need to be best friends with somebody. You don't need to be close friends with somebody if you feel like their morals are lacking. So I don't think anybody's actually going to jail, but I do feel like there's a change here. Maybe you're changing jobs, maybe you're moving, maybe they are. But I do feel like this is one of those times where you're like, this is an opportunity for me to just accept that maybe we need to be at like a little bit of a distance because we don't have the same morals, and you think it's okay to lie all the time or to flirt with your best friend's spouse or worse, you know, and then you just like lie about the things that you do. For many of you, this could be a roommate, or this could be somebody that you might know that they're cheating on someone who is supporting them financially. We have great fortune. This just seems like someone who looks at people around them and asks, what can I get from you? What can I like gain from this connection? And like, can I get more money from you? Or can I get some sort of like fame from you? Yeah, I hear that. That's funny. This is the Spanish Tarot. What else do we have? We have the Chariot and the Fool, moving towards new energy, not interested in rebuilding this friendship or looking past the true character of this person who doesn't seem to care too much about the damage they cause or the problems they might start. Los Enamorados, the Lovers again, and I think we had it in the reverse before too, didn't we? Oh no, it was in the upright here. But it came out in the reverse with the Kipper, and I put it in the upright. Okay, so I feel like we have a little bit of a I never get chosen, or I don't feel like people would choose me long term. So they stick with the like short-term gratification relationships where we can have like a short burst of fun for like 3 weeks, and then you're probably gonna get over it, or I am, and then it's just like easier, right? Is it? Nine of Cups in the reverse would say, maybe not. I think we have somebody who's actually frustrated and feeling lonely, but they don't know a different way. And whatever, I mean, maybe it's not that they're a homewrecker. Maybe there's some other negative behavior here or immature behavior, but I feel like for many of you, this is like a moral issue, right? Like I would never do that, or I could never do that to somebody I claim to care about. And here you are, that's what you seem to do, right? Hey Matt, how are you doing? Did I say hello to Flex? So we have the Emperor. This is your energy. You know that you don't need to be around somebody who's unpredictable or manipulative. So I feel like you're thinking about the long term. You know, what is really important or what is really prioritized in my life. And I do feel like for many of you, there's a change that impacts how often you would even see this person, or makes it a little bit easier for you to kind of like distance yourself. We have the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse and the Eight of Cups. Yeah, you walk away from this Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles in the reverse is somebody who is not trustworthy, by the way. So I think that makes a lot of sense. They're not a good friend. If it's a Queen of Pentacles in the reverse, that's not going to be somebody that you want to trust. That's not somebody that should hear your secrets. That's somebody who's just thinking about what they need or what they want. Hello, Edgar. How are you doing? So we've got resentment, hurt, and bitterness over unfair treatment. So this could go back to this individual's childhood. Our Queen of Pentacles in the reverse is somebody who feels like they have not been treated fairly or feels like they have less advantage in life, probably specifically compared to you, but probably also a larger group than just you, right? Masquerading, pretending to be what you'd like in a partner. In this case, I think more so pretending to be what you like in a friend or in a connection. But remember, we already had a hint or confirmation that this was somebody who's putting on a mask or pretending to be something they're not. And you're like, nah, I'll see through that. Unfulfilled, emotional or physical needs are unmet. I need more love. So this is that resentment, right? The hurt and bitterness. This is why they try to hurt other people or why they act the way they do around people like you or people that they might be attracted to. But I do feel like they are pretty consistently a third party to other people's relationships, and they might lie to your face about it, or they might seem rather heartless or careless with other people's emotions. And that might start arguments because as a friend, you should be able to criticize a good friend of yours if they're acting, you know, not right. Don't you think? Maybe that's just my opinion. All right. Let's see what we've got for Lee. I'm going to start the personal questions. Thank you for liking. Thank you for subscribing. Yes. All right, what do we have for Lee, please? What do we have for Lee? We have the High Priestess, the Death card in the reverse, Four of Swords. I feel like this is a relationship between parent and child. Someone is ill and not feeling very well and being disgruntled or moody around the child. But I feel like this person's exaggerating it. Page of Cups in the reverse. Strength. Four of Pentacles. This is someone who doesn't want to do right by their obligations. So, oh, I can't take you to the, basketball game because I'm feeling sick. This could be your ex. I know I said I would do that, or I know I said I'd take you to the mall or whatever, but I don't feel like it. I don't feel well. I think this is someone who's faking illness and upsetting a younger person. I suppose it could also be your daughter. But this is someone who's holding back and being kind of stingy with that loving, parental energy, and just feeling like they don't have the, motivation to do what they need to do that day. It's kind of like, leave me alone. Six of Wands in the reverse, Temperance in the reverse, and the Ten of Cups in the reverse. So someone feels unwelcome or not tended to. And it's because we have someone who's really just focused on what they want to do, not thinking about others. Hello, Callan. How you doing? Yeah, that's good. All right. So, Edgar, when I start readings, or rather every live stream, generally the first 30 minutes are going to be a general reading. And then I try to do a pretty good job of reading who, the name of the person who asked for a reading. But I'm still going to pull a few cards for you, Edgar. But now you'll know how it works. So, Edgar, you have the Ace of Wands in the reverse, the Seven of Pentacles in the reverse, and the Five of Swords in the reverse. I feel like there's a situation where you want things to be reconciled or things to not be angry anymore, and maybe you feel like there's just like not the right information being communicated. But there's someone here who's leveraging their intuition, even if they're being misguided or even if they're being like influenced in a negative way. This is somebody who I feel is still like feeling connected to you. King of Swords. Look how cute that cat is. Aww. King of Swords and the Star. So this is advising you to be patient. This is advising you to do what you need to do from your perspective, right? And I do feel like there is an effort made to resolve this argument or this no contact situation. Well, I don't know where that one went. Where did you go? So we have the Three of Wands. It's like patience, you know? It'll work out, but there are some things that need to be worked through. Yeah, I do feel like you or this person, possibly even both of you, with the Six of Swords in reverse and the Sun in the reverse, there's like enlightenment that's about to happen, or like now I understand, or what was previously a little bit cloudy and confused me. Now I think I understand this is what I should have done, or this should have been, you know, communicated, right? That's fair. All right. What? What is that? Okay. Yeah, third party usually ruins that, don't you think? That's how I would look at that. All right. I'm going to pull a few from the Zodiac fortune telling cards. Go ahead and pick a number 1 through 5, and we'll see which one is for you. What do we have for pile number 1? You are loved by all who come in contact with you. What do we have for 2? You should use your own brains more. What do we have for pile 3? Success in business enterprises through hard work. And what about pile 4? Guard against losses in the future. What about pile 5? You have or will receive money real soon. Yay! The money fairy is going to visit you. All right, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you, everyone, for the likes. Thank you for subscribing. If you're able to hype, I appreciate that too. And I will see you on the next reading. Doodles.